Cheide!
Hello Fantasy Gamers, Matthew here from Grey Army Gaming in Viking Country. For today's A Few Simple Steps, we will show you how to make printable wargaming rosters. Now I know all of this information is out there, but if you were like me, you don't really know how to get it, and it took me a long time before I ever discovered this. So we'll show you the websites you need to go to, how you need to download the programs, and how you can use them now to have wonderful printable rosters where you have all of the characteristics, of all of your army and their armor saves and their ward saves and all of their special rules gathered together in one place. To start out, we can show you the finished product here. I will show you the PDF of how these battle rosters look. If you look here, here is one that I made for the Empire. And we did approximately 2,000 points for the Empire here. You can see how everything is laid out really nicely. Let's take a little bit of a closer look now at one of the specific entries. Here's the Battle Wizard Lord, 300 points. You can see how everything is laid out really nicely. Wizard level 4, you got your magic items here, the White Cloak of Ulrich, Dispel Scroll, Sword of Swift Slaying. And what I like about this is it gives you not only the name of the item you have, but it also gives you the rule for it, how it's used. It tells you where you can find it in the rule book. And it gives you all your stats here, laid out nicely and in a logical way. It gives you the reference for that. And then down here, the White Cloak of Ulrich gives us our protection rule and as well the reference for that in the army book. And then down here, of course, we have hand weapon, Sword of Swift Slaying, gives us the rules there. So a really nice way to lay it out. I can't tell you how much this has helped in battle reports to remember things and to make sure that you don't skip over certain small rules that are important. The first step now is to simply go to the Battle Scribe website. And this is pretty easy to find. It's www.battlescribe.net. And when you pull this up, you have a very attractive page, and if you look down slightly underneath the banner here, you can see all the different options for downloading. I'm running Windows, so let's just go over here and take Windows right away. And it'll ask us, do we want to save the setup? Yeah, let's save it to our computer. And nothing to worry about here. I've done this several times. It's a trustworthy site. And once it's finished running here, we can go ahead and hit run and we will install it to our computer. Go through all the setup stuff, agree to all the legal stuff. Let's install it now to our computer. Good, and now that it's finished, let's go ahead and launch it. Now it'll open up like this and you'll have a blank roster editor. And the next thing we need to do now, because you've just downloaded this, you don't have any of the data that you need for your roster. So let's run up here and click on this part up here that says Manage Data. And when you open that up, let's hit this button, Find Some Data. And what this will do now is it will bring us to the different websites where you can find your data files. The one I've been using here is BattleScribe Data Files. If we click on that, it gives us a list of all of the different gaming systems that you have data for. In this case, we're just going to go down here and click on the one that says Warhammer Fantasy. You see right underneath it is Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So click on that Warhammer Fantasy one and go ahead and save that information. And now let's go back to our roster editor, and if we go up on Manage Data once again, let's go to add some repository stuff. Let's add some information, some data that we just downloaded, and you can go ahead and either find that or we can import data from your file. And let's hit the import button and let's go find the download that we just had. And once we find our downloads, let's go ahead and click on that file. And what that will do then is it will bring all of the data that we have downloaded into our roster editor. And it's always good now when you come back to this roster editor to go up to manage data one more time and update your data. Do this periodically so that you make sure you have all the current and up-to-date data that you need for your roster editor. With all of your data now uploaded, you are ready to go ahead and make a roster. So let's move up here to New Roster. Go ahead and click on that. Find your gaming system here. We're using Warhammer Fantasy 8th Edition, version 9, New Roster. Come down here and click on Add. As you can see, we have points -1, which means we can have no limit. Let's go ahead and click Add, and let's do an Empire army here. So we'll use the Empire Army book, Standard Force, hit OK, and there we go. We've got our Empire army that's come up. Let's go ahead and add that by hitting OK. And what that will do is it will bring up all of the available entries on the left, and in the middle here we have our own roster. Now all we need to do now is just click on those available entries on the left, and that will bring it over into our roster. So let's just give you an example. Let's jump down here to Heroes. Let's click on Battle Wizard for 65 points and add that. You see, once we add it now, it'll jump over here to our roster selections. So now we can go ahead and tweak it a little bit. Let's give our wizard the Lore of Light, and let's give make him a level 2. And let's give him some magic items. So click on magic items. If you go back to the middle here now, you can see magic items. Let's double click on that, and we'll get a list of our magic items up. Let's give our wizard the Dispel Scroll. So there we go. We have a Battle Wizard for 125 points. Now when it's time to print this off, it's really easy to do. Just head up to Print Roster, click on there, and it will give you a Microsoft Print to PDF. Otherwise you can print it directly through a printer. I like to make PDFs and then print them later. So let's go ahead and hit print, and it will print in progress. Let's save that to our computer. Call it Battle Wizard, and go ahead and save that. And now you're ready, of course, to head to your files, open that up, and begin to play with it. And so once you've opened up the PDF, here is how that will look. We've got our hero, Battle Wizard, with everything that we selected. Well, there you have it, folks. A few simple steps for getting your very own printable wargaming rosters. Thank you for joining us here today at Grey Army Gaming, where Grey can always play.